and the next day it'll be Christmas. That falling intonation signals that the thought is complete. The T links to the next vowel and becomes D. Put it sounds like put it. We say Christmas, not Christmas. Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to do something special. We will combine storytelling with pronunciation practice through one of the most beautiful short stories in English literature, The Gift of Magi by O. Henry. This lesson will help you improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation, while also letting you experience the emotional depth of the story. And if you remember my previous video on daily habits for thinking in English, I mentioned the power of shadowing, repeating after a speaker to train your ear, your voice, and your thinking patterns in English. Today, we will put that into practice. You will listen as I read a short passage and then you will shadow me line by line. Together, we will focus on clarity of pronunciation, natural stress patterns, and the melody of spoken English. And it's going to help you a lot because shadowing is more than just repetition. It helps you develop muscle memory for your English sounds. So your pronunciation becomes more natural, your speech becomes fluid, and your listening comprehension even sharper. And because we'll be working with a story, you will also connect emotionally with the words. You will learn not only how to pronounce them, but also how to express them. Here's how the session will go. First, I'll read a short part of the story for you to listen and absorb. And then we will go through it again slowly, practicing pronunciation, stress, and rhythm together. I'll also highlight certain words and expressions to help you sound more natural and confident. And if you haven't watched that Daily Habits video yet, I recommend checking it out later. I'll leave the link above and in the description below. Now, let's begin. Please relax, focus your attention, and simply listen to the rhythm of the story. And as you listen, I want you to pay attention not only to the words, but also to the music of the language, the rise and the fall of the voice, the pauses, and the emotion behind each line. When I finish reading the passage, we will go through it together, step by step. So let's begin. $1.87. That was all. She had put it aside, 1 cent and then another in her careful buying of meat and other food. Della counted it 3 times, $1.87, and the next day it would be Christmas. There was nothing to do but fall on the bed and cry. So Della did it. While the lady of the home is slowly growing quieter, we can look at the home. Furnished rooms at a cost of $8 a week. There's little more to say about it. Alright, now that you've listened once, let's go through it together, step by step. We will focus on how Americans naturally pronounce, connect, and stress the important words in the sentences. Sentence 1, $1.87. Let's break that down. The main stress falls on all the words except and. $1.87. So notice how Americans blend the words. $1.87 often becomes $1.87. $1.87. So the and reduces to a single N sound. It's very quick and light. Let's say it again slowly first and then naturally with rhythm. First, $1.87. Now naturally with rhythm. $1.87. $1.87. Perfect. Now the next sentence, that was all. Simple but emotional. Here, that and all. These 2 words are stressed. The verb was is weak here. Listen again. That was all. That was all. In rapid speech, was becomes was. Very soft and reduced one. Sentence number 3. She had put it aside, one cent and then another in her careful buying of meat and other food. This sentence is longer. Notice how the voice flows in small thought groups. You can divide it like this. She'd put it aside, one cent and then another in her careful buying of meat and other food. Each group has at least one main stress. Put, cent, another, careful, meat, food. These are all the main stress words. Now let's look at the connected speech. Americans don't pronounce each word separately. She had becomes she'd. Here, the H drops. Then put it sounds like put it. Okay? Put it. The T links to the next vowel and becomes D. It's called a flap T, so it sounds like put it. And finally, and then becomes and then. Like I said, and reduces to a single N sound. Okay, sentence number 4. Della counted it 3 times. Notice again how the sounds get connected. Counted it becomes counted it. The T in counted links with the next word and of course becomes D, right? So it sounds like counted it, did, counted it. Okay, say it with me slowly first. Della counted it 3 times. Della counted it 3 times. Now naturally with the rhythm. Della counted it 3 times. Della counted it 3 times. The key idea here is that you don't stop between words. You just let them flow together. Alright? And then the next sentence. And the next day would be Christmas. The stress pattern is next day Christmas. Only these 3 words take the stress while the others don't. Now, listen carefully. In natural American pronunciation, the T in next often drops because it sits between 2 consonants. So it becomes next day, not next day. The T is dropped. Then would be reduces to ubbi or even wubbi, soft and quick. Also notice in Christmas, the T is totally silent. We say Christmas, not Christmas. Okay? It's Christmas. So when Americans say this line naturally, it sounds like, and the next day would be Christmas. And the next day would be Christmas. Now pay attention to the melody here. The voice rises slightly on the next day and falls gently on Christmas. And the next day would be Christmas. That falling intonation signals that the thought is complete. It's the end of an idea. Now try saying it with me slowly first, then naturally with rhythm. And the next day would be Christmas. And the next day would be Christmas. And the next day would be Christmas. Now the next sentence. There was nothing to do but fall on the bed and cry. Here's where the emotion comes in. We stress the keywords. There's nothing to do but fall on the bed and cry. Here, nothing, do, fall, bed, cry. These are the stressed words. Like musical rhythm, the beat falls on these words. Now listen to the connected sounds. But, fall on becomes befall on, befall on, befall on. The T is gone again. Befall on, befall on. Then the bed and cry. The and again becomes the single N sound. Bed and cry, bed and cry. Now repeat slowly. There was nothing to do but fall on the bed and cry. And again, with feeling, let your voice fall gently at the end. There was nothing to do but fall on the bed and cry. There was nothing to do but fall on the bed and cry. That falling tone expresses sadness. It's the emotional melody of the line. Alright, that's all for today. Now let's quickly recap what we've learned today. English rhythm moves from stress to stress. Keep the beat steady. You should reduce small words like and, to, was, of. They become lighter. They become less important. Then connect final consonants to the next vowel, like counted it becomes counted it, counted it. And then use intonation to express emotion, like rising for tension and falling for resolution. Don't speak word by word. Think in phrases like music. So that's all for today. You've just practiced pronunciation, stress, rhythm, and intonation, exactly as native speakers use them in real speech. Now I encourage you to replay this section and shadow my voice several times until the rhythm starts to feel natural. And in our next video, we will continue with the next part of the gift of Magi, exploring new sounds and patterns of American English. Until then, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep speaking with confidence.